We're losing!
Teamwork, guys, more teamwork.
They're burying us alive!
Well, shit.
Jeez, Louie.
Honey, don't you want to beat those bastards? In my book, we're gonna be winners.
Listen, I ain't got nothing left for you to sign. Cause you're training like a damn bum, you know that?
Screw them.
What are you doing? What are people doing?
Is this early access to?
Hey, let me tell you something, bro.
Get out there now and do the best you can.
All right. Welcome. Howdy do. Episode 148 of the Bad Fodder Figures podcast here on this fine Sunday evening before Martin Luther King Day, which reminds me I am off tomorrow. So let's get let's get crazy tonight because I could stay up late.
Oh. Wait a minute now. Wow. When's the last time we got crazy on a Sunday night? Last Sunday?
No, last Sunday was pretty well mannered, I think. I think the last time was probably the time you dressed as a woman. Halloween, the Halloween show? Maybe?
That's probably the last time. Yeah, that was a crazy ass show.
Someday you'll have to be drinking on the show again. Are you drinking tonight? You have a drinking?
I am. I do. I got some nice wine here.
Nice. Well, we know Eric's not drinking. Let's welcome Glovebox back to the show.
I am back, gentlemen. Yes, I am.
Yeah, everybody's so concerned about you, Eric, so it's good to hear your voice.
You know, it's good to hear the concern, too. I appreciate that, man. That makes me coming in here doing this even that much better, bro.
Yes, sir. So here we are, Sunday. I have one eye on my Samsung tablet over here, so I'm watching the as Ian Hale called the Geriatric Bowl. I'm watching Brady and Breeze, Saints and Bucks 2020, and going into the fourth quarter. How exciting. It was a big football weekend. If you could tell me, Matt and Eric, that the Brady-Breeze game would be here going into the fourth quarter without an offensive touchdown from Tom Brady, what would you say? You would say that the Saints would be running all over them, right?
Yeah, I would say you're on crack or something like that. Yeah, I would say there's no way.
But Tom has made some spectacular throws, and those guys just aren't catching the ball. I mean, right in the fingertips, and guys can't reel them in. But the defense is bailing out the offense. So here we are. But anyways, we'll get into football in a little bit, maybe. We got a lot of video game news, CES to talk about. We got a voicemail from Los.
What?
Los. This is a thing.
The real Los?
Yes, the real Los this time. If someone sends in a voicemail late, and I got all the windows open here, and I got all the stuff, Discord is not the place to let me know, hey, I just put a voicemail in. The appropriate place to put the note in, like, hey, Mike, I just sent a voicemail in, is in Twitch chat, because I got that right in my vision, right in my line of vision. Discord, I'm not looking at it. I have the full window open in Discord. I only can see Matt and Eric right now in Discord. So lots of stuff to talk about. But Eric wanted to kick things off. He's tantalized us off air. He says he has a horror story to tell us. So Eric, the floor is all yours.
Man, I have a definite horror story, man. Man. Y'all sit down for this one. Look.
I'm sitting.
We're sitting down. We're sitting down.
So, I got my two 8K TVs in, right?
Oh, no, I'm already
yeah. So I mounted. I put one up, drilled everything in, the mount and everything. Michael and Matthew, let me tell you, I didn't drill it in the stud, and the motherfucker hit the floor. And it doesn't work, bro.
This is why I'm telling you why I hire experts. And you're like, no, I can hang this stuff up on my own.
Hey, bro, I've hung thousands of TVs, but this 65-inch, $2,800 freaking 8K TV And you know the warranty doesn't cover a drop, right?
It's a hell of an expensive lesson.
It's a hell of a lesson. So I got the LG guy coming over on the 25th, right?
Uh-huh.
He says he's gonna see if he can fix it because the screen's not cracked or anything, just the insides are shattered, whatever.
That sounds bad.
It still comes on and everything. It says, "Hey, welcome to LG." Yada yada. It says all that good stuff, right? But
So
it has
you're
these spider cracks all through it, right?
But you're a guy that lives on the Scouts honor, right? You didn't tell, like some people in chat might say, "Hey, it got delivered that way, LG or whatever."
Okay, so let me tell you how that won't work. I'm not a guy that lives on Scouts honor, no. So when they delivered them, the guy came in, and I got it from Best Buy. So he came in and he took a picture of it coming on, and everything was fine. So I can't say.
So they were thorough. So you had Geek Squad open them up for you, and
they said they had to open them up to make sure they were legit. When I got them, they took a picture of it being turned on, the movie thing and everything.
I would too.
I couldn't do that.
Oh no.
Well, so
I told the guy.
Yeah.
I told the guy when he comes over on the 25th, if it's going to cost more than $2,000, because I'm going to get. Just what happens, Jonna was down there when it happened. She saw the whole thing, right? So she felt bad. She was like, "Yeah, we just got to get another one." So I was like, "All right, cool." Now, had she not been down there, she'd have been like, "You're a dumbass and your shit I love." But she was down there. She saw it happen, so she was like, "Nah, man, we gotta get another." So I told her if it costs more than $2,000 to fix it, I'm just gonna buy a new one. So,
gotcha.
Wow.
But I got one up. I got one up right now, and it's fantastic. I'm telling you that 120 hertz is.
It's worth the price of admission.
Yeah, man, it's really good.
Now, was the language very salty, or was it just very quiet and like monotone, or like I imagine
when it happened, it happened in slow motion. First of all,
no, you're like no.
Yeah, and I was frozen, and I couldn't reach out and grab it for some reason. I don't know what was going on with me, but
in shock.
Yeah. But after it happened, I plugged it right up to make sure if it was working, and you saw the spider cracks all throughout. I was like, and then I just felt a whole feeling of just, damn it. I didn't get angry, but
no. Matt, what would your language be? How salty would it be if you dropped a $2,800 TV?
I'd probably still be cussing and angry and pissed off. There would be. I would be alone by myself still, probably with my God somewhere else. There's no. Oh my good God, dude! I get pissed off at the silliest little shit that gets broke.
But at the end of the day, what could I do?
You know, people always say that. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Well, you just fucking broke a $2,800 goddamn TV. What are you supposed to do?
And after I cuss and do all that, it's still broken.
That's what my wife says. She's like, it's just just get another one. Just,
Yeah. And that's what my wife said. I was shocked. She was like, just get another one. I was like, ooh.
Boy, that is, I can't, that's not what Barbara says to me. She would not say, just go get another one. She would be like, you dumb fuck, you fucking idiot. Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly. That would not be the same case here.
So it's all good. It's going to be a better outcome. So it's all good.
Hell of a thing, man. Hell of a thing.
Yeah.
God.
And where was she when this was going down?
She was right beside it.
Where's the quality control? She's not there to make sure that you didn't drill into the stud. What's going on? Just doing.
I drilled into the stud, but it was like not in the middle of the stud. You know what I mean?
Just like on the edge or something.
Yeah, exactly, Matt.
Now, so she was there. So is this a Christmas Story situation? With the broken leg lamp, where she didn't want the 8K TVs, and so she like purposely did something to sabotage the one TV.
My wife.
Sabotage.
She doesn't care. She doesn't care about that. She can't tell the difference between an 8K and a 4K and a 1080p. She don't know the difference.
She'd be perfect in the garage, Matt. 720p. She'd be loving that.
Yeah.
She'd love it here.
She could care less, bro.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it just hurt my heart so bad. But it's all right.
So you call LG and you tell them what happens, and they say they can send a guy out and they might be able to fix it.
He said he'll fix it, but I'm saying if it's too much money, I'll just buy a new one. I'm not going to let you fix. Why would I do that?
So how are you going to keep on that? Like there's going to be just a service call for them to come out that you have to pay for an examination, right? They open it up.
Yeah, I had to pay $100 to get him to come out. I already paid that.
Yep.
And he's going to check it out, and he's going to replace what he can replace. He can replace the whole thing, he said, but I'm not paying more than what the damn TV costs. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, no, at that point, you want to get a brand new one. With I guess it depends on what his warranty is, right?
Yeah, I told him I'll take that TV.
Oh, flag on the play. Anyway, I'm sorry. I got to.
I said I'll take that TV to the dump and just throw it in there, man. I'm just whatever. It still has wrapped in the plastic and everything, Mike. I was like, oh.
Matt would put it on his head and wear it like a hat. I'm not getting rid of this. I'm getting my $2,800 out of this. Kids are going to be
another use out of that thing somewhere. Fucking roof on my shed or some bullshit. Outside TV now or something. I don't know.
Convert it into a solar panel. Target practice.
It would be recycled for something, else.
You'd strip it. You bring it to the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, scrapyard. Take it to the fucking scrapyard.
You ain't gonna get $2,800 worth.
Oh hell no! Shit, I didn't get now. I better get anything out of anything I scrap now, but yeah, using it for a sled. Jay says that's right. It's a new snow sled.
So unfortunate, Matt and Mike. So unfortunate.
Wow. I mean,
that is
because you realize you're about to get like two TVs. Now, what was one going to be the PS5 and one the Xbox One X, or what was the?
Yep, that was the setup. Now I got both of them hooked to one TV right now.
like a heathen, just like a regular common heathen. Just
Like a heathen.
Maverick says he wants to hear. Maverick says he wants to hear what words would come out of your mouth. I think there'd be a lot of words that you wouldn't even know. There would be syllables that you wouldn't even recognize. Like you would just all of a sudden.
I don't think I cursed one time. I was just like, ah.
Wow.
There would be new words created. If it happened to me, new words created, new sounds and grunts and
new
emotions. There'd be a whole new language. Yeah, that'd be horrible.
Oh man.
Wow. Now, would you be the type of guy to blame that all on yourself, Matt, or would you be like, damn, no one was helping me. Damn, you said it looked straight. Damn it, kids, you said the stud finder was correct. Or would you take all the blame and be like, no, I was the guy who did the wrong? What type of guy are you, Matt? Do you lay blame at other people's feet, or you take responsibility? I like how Eric's the one that broke this TV, but somehow Matt broke it, and we're putting him all on the spot.
You know what? Honestly, there can probably be a little bit of both. There would probably be a little bit of, like who was helping me hold the thing up or who was helping me do something. They were probably like, God damn, I told you to fucking do that. Oh.
I did all that by myself. I just drilled the hole. It was all over me.
A little bit of both. Yeah. Hell, I'm afraid sometimes that this glass that this TV sitting on will just one day just shatter and come down. The fucking cats jump up there. Get the fuck off there.
You would have blamed the cats. That's what you would have done.
That's right. I could have done. Yeah.
Oh, what a pass.
I think I'm still in shock. I can't believe it happened. I just can't believe that just happened.
That's yeah.
In my office, I'm lucky because the other side of my wall here is unfinished.
And you could just go and look at it.
Yeah. I have my Samsung, like the box that comes with Samsung TVs, so they don't have all the shit that's plugged directly into the back of them. Sits on the other side, so I just go and plug all my stuff in.
So it's nice and clean.
Yes, thanks for the follow, Maverick.
Thanks, man.
So, well, Eric, I know for a fact it'll get worked out one way or the other. I mean,
oh yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just unbelievable that, I brings up this point that you couldn't have been streaming that. Like, like how long was it up on the wall? Like if we were like on a Sunday night, like maybe you put it up at like 5 o'clock on a Sunday, right? And we kicked off at 9 o'clock, like 4 hours later. And we're like in the middle of a stream and the thing just came down. That would have been a hell of a stream. We would have gone viral. Someone would have clicked.
It was up on the wall maybe for 5 minutes.
Oh,
and I was getting ready to put the wires in the wall, and it just said crack, and it just came out, boom, and I couldn't stop it. Like I said, I froze.
Froze up.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry. I just holy shit. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I got to imagine when that happens, you're quickly looking at deals to get anything else, maybe a new TV, maybe 2 new TVs. This week was CES, and Matt, I saw lots of HDMI 2.1 monitors be announced. I think the Asus is putting out $899. I think I sent you the link. But we have other things to talk about in terms of CES. Okay, let's go over here to Firefox, if I may, for a second. Let's bring this up, Matt. We finally are going to be able to fly in our cars. Look at this. We have a personal air taxi from Cadillac.
Beautiful.
General Motors CES 2021 virtual presentation was full of surprises, perhaps none more unexpected than this Cadillac-branded electric vertical takeoff and landing autonomous air taxi.
It's perfect. There's a Volvo ad right there at the top of that also.
I can't control the ads. But look at this. Look at this picture here. What is this lady doing? I mean, I don't even think I can get my fat ass in there. I mean, what kind of taxi is this? How many people can get in that thing?
I probably want to be able to lift you up.
Yeah, that's exactly. Thanks. Not only can't I get in there, but if I could get in there, it wouldn't lift me up.
It's more like a hovercraft than a flying car.
We're going to be flying around pretty soon, Matt.
I mean, do we really think this is going to happen? I mean, people can't drive as it is right now. People can't drive cars as it is. And we're going to have flying cars? Come on, man.
Come on, Matt. This is a real picture here. This isn't some artistic rendering. This is a real thing. Someone's in that.
Yes, Mike, you're correct. Yes.
That's a real picture, man. Come on. No artist did that in Photoshop. Someone's really in there.
That is crazy. Someone's in. Yeah. It's cool looking. I'll give it that. But holy cow, the costs on this thing, the insurance is what the insurance is going to be. The costs. Oh my goodness.
All right. So you think is that a little far fetched? You think?
Yeah.
Okay. How about this? How about this one for you? This is more appropriate, especially in the pandemic. Touchless toilets.
Okay.
So this.
Well, wait a minute.
I mean,
there's already touchless toilets.
Yeah, we got that here now in my building.
Yeah.
This is just do a little wave by the handle at home. Whoop whoop. It flushes on its own. The intelligent toilet will be available this summer. MSRP $3,100. A little more expensive than your TV. than your broken TV, but
yeah. This is something that's already out.
Yeah, they got touchless toilets here.
Yeah. This is nothing. This is kind of weird. This is nothing new here, especially with this price.
Well, how about $16,000 tub? A stillness bath.
A stillness bath?
Yeah.
What the fuck does a stillness bath do? What in the hell is that?
It combines light, fog, and aromatherapy to create a spa-like experience at home. $16,000. The stillness bath.
And you know what? I'm going to go to my tub upstairs. I'm going to fill it with water. I'm going to throw barb in it. I'm going to get a chunk of dry ice and throw in there. There you go. Fog, water, tub. $10 for dry ice, I bet.
Now, do they already have voice-controlled faucets? This is something that they're...
Yes, they already have that.
Eric's got them all over his house.
No, I'm working on it. When I get my kitchen done over, I'm gonna have a voice control, one of those Alexa faucets.
Now that would be cool to kind of, hey, if you're like, you're like messing with meat and shit, and you gotta wash your hands, instead of say, hey, turn the water on.
Yeah.
Just fart in the tub and save some cash, says Joe.
Trader Joe. Yeah.
Now, Eric, what type of TVs? Those are LG TVs you broke, right?
Yeah, LG 8K nanocells TVs.
Now, if you want to go a different brand that can handle the fall off the wall and go all Samsung, they're coming out with their own like Roomba. Samsung's new robot vacuum uses linear and empties its own bin like a fancy Roomba. The JetBot 90 AI.
That's a wannabe, bro.
The robotic floor cleaner is capable of emptying its own bin, and it relies on a complex system of sensors to navigate your floors. The JetBot uses laser-based LiDAR to suss out its environment, but it also comes equipped with a video camera. According to Samsung, the hardware lets the JetBot identify the objects it needs to avoid as it vacuums from small phone cables up to large pieces of furniture.
Mine does that now, the one I have. It does all that.
I said Roomba kind of does that, doesn't it?
Yep. It maps out your house and all that. Tells you where all your stuff is.
So are you guys raining on the parade of all these neat inventions at CES? Are you saying these
so far, yeah. So far.
They're not inventions. They're just being done over.
The flying car is kind of cool, but the touchless toilet, that's
already out.
Those have been around for years.
And the Samsung, they just,
Do they have a touchless video doorbell already? Instead of pushing a button, this new doorbell from Alarm.com uses a doormat and AI to detect when someone has arrived at your doorstep.
Okay.
That's dumb, because what if they don't step up on your door? Like the Jehovah's Witnesses come and they just hang out, on the steps.
Well, TCL, people I know, Maniac in chat, TCL has now TVs that expand to 85 inches and 8K. So if the LGs don't work out, keep TCL in your back of your brain there. But
there you go.
LG, let's look at some new LG TVs for you, Eric. Okay, I know that could be a sore subject for you here, but it's the best to get these thoughts and emotions out as we do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My thoughts and emotions is I'm gonna have a new one on Thursday. That's what I think.
So LG's transparent OLED TVs are now even more see-through. Do you want a see-through television, Eric?
I don't think so. How would that work?
LG Display, the company that produces the OLED panels used in TVs and others around the world, demonstrates some of the coolest, most futuristic concept technology at CES. Go on, give me the details on this.
Now, this is some future-looking shit here. This is like the shit you see in future movies, the big screens, that you can see through, but there's still, like, shit on it and stuff.
Yeah, the focus this year is on
Cyberpunk.
new transparent OLED screens, which LG has improved to provide 40% transparency compared to 10% for current generations. Displays you can see through aren't new. LG has touted them for a while in commercial applications, and earlier this year, another company, Axami, started selling transparent 55-inch TVs in China for $7,200 a pop. So what would be the use here? Just like more commercial use? I mean, what would you do that at home for? I mean, if Eric had like some nice picture in the back, like if you want to put this in front of Mario so you're always seeing Mario while you're playing something else, like, hey, I'm playing Cyberpunk, but Mario's giving me side eye while I'm playing, so I really should be fucking playing Mario.
Yeah, I don't see the purpose of that TV.
Yeah, this is like I said, this is some future shit here though, because you see that all these future movies where you see.
I only have 100 left, TV. So I must conserve it. Devious MR Matt.
Thank you, Jay. Devious MR Matt. Love it.
Well, that was, that was
I don't know.
CES. No one was impressed. The air taxi, 2 thumbs down on the air taxi.
Nah. But there's a lot of cool stuff that came out. I mean, there's a lot of like regular common stuff that came out of CES too. There's a lot. It seems like there'd be a focus. There's a big focus on laptops again. This year with people working remotely and stuff like that. Samsung with the new Galaxy Buds and new phones and that. So there's a lot of cool shit still. But
and the NVIDIA came out with the RTX 3060, and they also came out with some counter to AMD's like processing, and then they're going to do for the laptops as well. So yeah, there's a lot of that stuff, and NVIDIA Now and Google Stadia coming to LG TVs. So baked right into the UI and now and shit.
Nice. Well, that's good. I mean, I think in the future it's definitely smart TVs and all that shit coming up. Obviously, everything's going to be smart and have the apps and everything you can download and get. Which it seems like that's the next big struggle with a lot of these places is getting the apps on your service. Like Roku just came up with a deal with HBO for their HBO Max app to be on Roku things. But they just removed, used to be Time Warner Charter Spectrum from the Roku boxes. So that's, going to be the next big thing. You hear about cable companies dropping channels here and there, but now you got these TVs and shit dropping apps or not having apps to watch your shows.
I'm getting daily text now from Xfinity telling me about my data cap. So the data cap actually doesn't go in effect until April, but they're rolling it out now to give you the heads up, I think, to put you in like some sort of like panic so you upgrade. And then, you sent me that article, I think, on Twitter or something. Legislators in Massachusetts are trying to, get it turned around or do what they can. But I'm already at, I want to say 108% over. So I'm like, I've used 108%, and today's the 17th. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to RoboPig Dave on his stream on Friday night, and he's getting the same thing. He's getting the same alerts and stuff. So he actually upgraded. Because you open up the app and there's a link there that you can, avoid these charges, upgrade now. And he already did it. And I was like, I don't want to give these people any more money between now and April. I go, I don't know, what could happen, but maybe they give you better deals now. I don't know.
Upgrade to what? Yeah. What's the upgrade?
Unlimited. So I think you pay like an extra $30 a month, and there's no data cap.
What's the data cap at now? Or I guess what will be
1.2. Let me look here.
So what this means, folks, is no more bad father figures live streams on Sunday nights. That or our quality is going to go down. Our video quality is going to go down.
So starting January 1st, we've introduced a new 1.2 terabyte internet data plan for all Xfinity internet customers. You have used more than 1.2 terabytes of data in January, but will receive a complimentary bill credit for any data overages incurred for usage in January and February. Overage charges will begin in March, but you will still have one courtesy credit, which is available under the plan the first time you exceed 1.2. So October, I used 2.9 terabytes.
To help with Comcast bill.
Thanks, November, I used 3.4 terabytes. December, I used 3.1 terabytes. Scoba with the sub to help pay.
Thank you, Scoba. Thank you.
So right now, as of when I got this text on Thursday, I was at 1.2 terabytes, 1.23 terabytes. I mean, I live in a house with 5 people, right? Me included, 5 people. Kids during the pandemic are at home on Zoom, Google Meet, or whatever. I mean, it is predatory, I believe, for them to raise these prices and do this during the pandemic. And I would be more than happy to, like Dave said when I was talking to him, to leave them at the first chance, as long as I could go to someone else who provides, a similar and just as good service.
Let's be honest here, Mike. Let's peel back the layers of onion here.
Right.
Okay,
I'm going to calm. I'm going to take this.
Let's get down to the point here. You've got a chatterbait problem.
I wish I don't.
And it needs to.
I don't know. With chatterbait, it's just not doing it for me lately, Matt. And it's just not doing it. I don't know what it is. You know what I think it is? Those the Lush Hush and Tush things or whatever. Those eggs they put in the Kegel egg. That you can.
Yeah.
Does it just look like a fucking like a fancy tampon string?
Yes.
It just it does not do it.
There's a lot going on there with those. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah. It just doesn't turn my wheel right now.
Have you tried the X Hamster or the Pornhub?
Of course, that's a staple. That's a daily staple. You know what I mean? You got to clean the pipes. You got to make sure that the pipes are always working. Can't have anything backing up. There's no buildup. That shit's got. You got to
get rid of the poison. Get rid of the poison.
Get the poison out. Get the poison out.
Yeah, but I don't fucking know. So Xfinity already hitting me up about data caps and.
Yeah, my refrigerator uses 1.2 easy. I'm like, get out of here, bro.
What?
Your refrigerator?
I'm
did
joking.
You say?
No, I'm joking. My refrigerator does, but everything in my house is connected. So
right, yeah.
I think I have the unlimited right now. I don't know what I have. How much do you pay a month for yours, Mike?
Close to $3. Right?
You must have TV. You must have TV though, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to guess, if someone told me, I would probably say like $225.
I pay 100, maybe 110, but I just have internet, so
I pay 75, and I've just got internet.
But I have internet, I have cable, I have phone, and we have the Giga. It was cheaper to get the phone. It was cheaper to get the triple play, whatever, than it was just to get internet and TV, and we don't need to rehash this. We've gone through this a million times before, but
yep.
I pay like around $120 down the Cape just for internet.
That's gigabyte.
That's not gigabyte. That's like 200.
That's not gigabyte.
That's like 200.
Holy shit!
Hey.
Eric, you're paying for gigabyte, Eric?
Oh, it is security. I got security down there too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm paying for gigabyte.
I'm paying $75 for internet here, and it's $400 down, $20 up.
Hey, but also let's just talk about how it is though. Minimum wage in Ohio is $8.80. Minimum wage in Massachusetts is $13.50. Right, so there's
it's cost of living. Sure,
and minimum wage in Massachusetts is guaranteed by 2023 to be $15 an hour. So, I mean, like I said, cost of living, right? So everything is just going to be a little bit more expensive because people make a little bit more here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's because they were paying more for everything.
Yeah. So otherwise, everybody would move to Ohio if I could make the same that my wife and I do and move to Ohio, right? Everybody would live in Ohio, right?
Yeah.
Imagine that. That would be a horror story.
I would hate that.
You think you got?
I would hate that. I would hate that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But Tom Terrific.
Jay, that's a banning.
Tom Terrific is up 30-20 up by 10 points with less than 5 minutes left.
Wow.
Brady pouring it on, boys. All right. Anything else we got to discuss here in the open? I guess that's a good segue into football. Very briefly, the Bills easily beat the Ravens. Remember, Bills were my pick to win it all. And the Rams lost to the Packers. So next week we talked about it. We talked about it last week. Brady potentially. There's still about 5 minutes to go here, but potentially next week in Lambeau, Brady against Aaron Rodgers. Now we just need snow, right? Can we just like send all the fucking snow to Green Bay? Be a hell of a thing.
Yeah. That would be something, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be something. Oh. Yeah, Bills and Chiefs next Sunday, and then Packers versus Buccaneers possibly.
The fucking Browns had that game. Mahomes got hurt. All they had to do was just get the ball, keep the ball on offense, and try to score. They would have gone up by 5 points or something, or 2 points, but they couldn't keep the Chiefs' offense off the field.
I couldn't see how Mahomes looked like he was drunk. Didn't he have a concussion? Maybe.
Yeah, that's what. He went into concussion protocol. Yeah.
I didn't see the play that he got hurt on, but I was.
He was trying to get up, and they were holding him. He was looking like he was like a drunk or something.
Yeah, he looked like me on a bad night.
So I wonder if he can even play next week. I wonder how severe it is. If he can even play.
Ooh.
There's no 2 weeks. There's no 2 weeks off in between these games. 2 weeks is only for the Super Bowl. And people are telling me right now that Breeze threw an interception, so I'm going to watch that. Maybe I'm on delay here. But anyways, anything else you guys got to talk about football?
Go football.
Okay. All right. We have a voicemail from Los. So let's hear from Oh no?
No, it's well, I'm going to say, oh, wow.
No, you did say, oh, no. You did say, oh, no.
I did say, oh, no. I was like, oh, wow. Cut that out.
All right, let's hear from Los. And I just saw the interception.
He's back to podcasting, too.
He is.
What is up? It's Los. And I just wanted to say, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Happy New Year, guys. Yeah, that's right. You guys don't like that. Well, you know what? Happy New Year anyway, because that's how I roll. I'm all right. I'm saying Happy New Year to people. And this will be the only time I say it to you. I won't say it again. Don't worry. I just want to say it one more time because Happy New Year. And also, I drove, it was about an hour and a half to get the TV. And that's because, it was the only store around that had it in stock. I've been waiting a long time for it. And the wife, she finally caved and was like, okay, let's go get it. And we had just traded in our phones, cause we upgraded phones. So that took care of a good chunk of the TV cost. So she bought it for in-store pickup and she surprised me with the email. So it was like a very spur of the moment. Oh, I guess we're going to Daytona now. And that's what we did. And, it was fun. It was good. When I lived in North Carolina, pretty much everything was an hour and a half away. So it's not really a big deal to me. And plus, I think the TV is still out of stock. So I'm very happy with how it all went. And I'm very excited to continue playing on it. It looks amazing. The blacks are so deep and the colors are so vivid, and I'm very, very excited to continue watching stuff and playing things. I beat Miles. It's the first game I've beaten since last year. And, I buy so many games. I, dab here and there. But it's the first game I've actually beaten in forever. So I'm very excited for that. And I'm going to try and keep that ball rolling. And I'm going to try and keep the ball rolling. I'm giving you guys a voicemail every week. So this is 2 weeks in a row. Let's see if I can give you one voicemail every week for the whole year. So yeah, let's see if that works. So peace out. Have a good show.
Eric?
Yeah.
Do you want to confirm or deny?
What?
The blacks were so deep, like he said.
I didn't even catch that. Hold on, let me get John on the phone. I didn't even catch that.
Oh my god. I'm dying over here. I need fucking oxygen.
Funny as hell.
Me and Matt both looked at each other like, no, he didn't say that. No. No.
This is why I'm not that deep. I know that.
You just quickly busted in saying, hello, I'm out.
Yep.
Y'all are hilarious. Because I was trying to figure out. I said, "What the hell are they laughing at?" I didn't get it. And both of y'all did it at the same time too. I'm like, "Did I disrupt this?"
Oh shit!
Oh, there's a clip for you.
Peekaboo.
Los never fails, bro.
Well, he said he was going to leave a voicemail every week. He didn't leave one this week. That was from last week.
Okay. There's still time.
Yeah, Losi out there. Someone attempted to leave a voicemail as well, and I got all excited because it was from my area code.
Oh.
But I downloaded it, and there was no audio there. So,
the next time that Los leaves a voicemail and Fred French does, we got to do a comparison of the stark difference between how laid back Los is and how calm it is, and the of Fred French. Oh my goodness!
Could you say one was on an upper and one was on a downer?
I think so. You talking about your yin and yang? That's it right there, man. But God bless Los for going an hour and a half getting the TV. That's some dedication there. Holy cow!
Yeah, Scober, it definitely was pluralized. I think that's what sent me off. Yeah. Me too. Me too. Yeah, 90 minutes, man. Would you drive 90? We talked about this before. You would not drive 90 minutes. Now, 90 minutes in Ohio, where can that take you? That could take you to a wide variety of places. You could be in Indiana. You could be in Kentucky.
Yeah. I could be up in Columbus, up to Jeremy. Yeah, I could be a lot of places. Way out east.
So none of those places sound appealing to me. Indiana, Kentucky. But being in Florida, if you said I drive 90 minutes, I'm going to go to Daytona Beach.
I mean, if I'm correct, and I'm sure Los will, because I've been down in Florida many times for working at, but it's like in Florida, you're like 2 hours from the fucking either coastline for either the Gulf Coast or the Atlantic, where you can fucking go to the beach and shit, man. So yeah, 2 hours in Florida, man, you can go to some really cool places. That's what I think.
So you might do it then.
It depends on what it is, what's going on, and why, and what we have now. For TV, I might see if they can ship it to the store closer to me or something like that.
I'd drive right now an hour to get a new TV. Right?
Would you drive 90 minutes? 90 minutes, Matt, for a PS5?
Yep, I would.
I probably would.
Right.
Yeah, probably would. Yep.
All
Take
right,
the family. We're going on a trip. Let's go.
Let's do it.
There might be ice cream afterwards.
Let's get in that $53,000 truck. Let's get some mileage out of that.
Let's get some miles. Hey, I get some miles on somehow. I ain't going back and forth to work in it.
All right. Now, would you drive it? Would you drive an hour and a half on the motorcycle with the PS5? Do you have a compartment that could hold the PS5 on your bike?
That's a big box, man. I don't know if I can put that in my motorcycle or not. I've got a rack on the back of my motorcycle that I might be able to.
Yeah, you do.
Strap it on, yeah.
You're going to strap it on, too?
Yeah, to make it deeper.
Oh, God. All right, let's go to the news, shall we?
Yes, please.
Really? Okay, do you hear what he just said? He just said, why don't you, for once in your life, just do the fucking news? All right, no. I'm going to do the fucking news. No, here is the fucking news.
All right, it wouldn't be the news without talking about Cyberpunk. Lots of chatter this week about Cyberpunk. First, the studio head or one of the studio heads came out and apologized about the release. They released a video about it. He apologized. He wanted to say to, I guess, people like blame us, the studio heads, management, don't blame the developers. And then it sort of went south from there. Before we get into, I guess, the meat of the story, in the video, he did release this sort of roadmap for the game. So we'll talk about that first. So the 3 hot fixes are already out. Patch 1.1 and patch 1.2 are coming next. So 1.1 is supposed to be in January. I think the 0.1 is January. The 0.2 is February. So those patches are being planned. Hopefully that will stabilize the game. It has not been determined if 1 or 2 of those patches will be what it takes to bring Cyberpunk back to PlayStation Network. Tomorrow is 1 month since the game has been removed from the PlayStation Store. So 1.1 is coming, I'd assume, any day now, and then the next one. What do you guys think? How many patches? This is like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a lollipop? It's like, how many patches does it take for Cyberpunk to get the game back on the PlayStation Store?
Until it's stable, I would imagine. It's still not, in my opinion, it's still not a stable game. It's still fucked up. Getting broke. But hopefully they can get something together where it's at least playable to get back on PlayStation Store, to start selling it again and get people playing it again.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, my gut feeling says it will be back on after the first patch. If they've done something that can stabilize it. I mean, certainly there's games out there that are broken, that are on the PlayStation Network. That's not an exclusive thing to Cyberpunk. I think what the exclusive thing was that Cyberpunk said, yeah, just go to PlayStation and they'll give you your money back. And PlayStation was like, don't fuck with our money.
When he was making the statement, was he more apologizing for the older generation systems or just in general everything?
Older generation. Okay. We're going to get into all that in just a minute, but yes, he was. So what's interesting to me, Matt, we talked about this the other night on the when we were just goofing around online, is the free DLC is coming before the next gen update. So if we go back to the graphic here, you'll see free DLC is planned, and then looks like, a little bit before 2022, so think the fall is the free... Go ahead.
Yeah. No, well, it's hard to believe that the free DLC is going to come out before the next gen update. Well, I think we got bamboozled there. They sound like the next gen update was going to be like, now coming out early 2021, but now we're talking like possibly a year later. That's disappointing.
Well, I guess 2 schools of thought there. The first thought is, yes, let's get it out there so people who bought the new systems will see the benefit of it and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. But maybe they're saying, let's just do the work one time. Get all the patches out, get the DLC out, and then make everything pretty at one time, rather than then have to go back and do the DLC later. You know what I mean?
What's honest gut feel here? What's the chances of a next gen update actually comes out, and that anyone cares, or that anyone cares by that time?
Oh, I think a lot of people. I mean, the game sold 13 million copies. And
how many were taken back?
That you don't know. That hasn't been revealed. I don't know. I think there's a lot of people that are in holding patents that didn't ask for their money back. I don't know. I think people will care. I think gamers. I think people overall are kind of forgiving, right? Don't you think? And I think Destiny was not a great game when it came out, right? No Man's Sky certainly had issues. I think if they just keep putting on, so they've already put out three hot fixes, right? Let me turn this off. Yeah, I think if the patches come out and they work, I think people will look the other way or say, "Hey, they did right by us." But there was a big story in Bloomberg this week or this weekend, going into more depth. Jason Schreier, who works at Bloomberg, used to be at Kotaku, talked to 20 developers, some ex and some current. I think all but one are anonymous. The one person who was not was the audio designer on the game, who left after putting in numerous weeks of working 13-hour days. He just sort of said, that's enough of that. So some of the meat on this story is that devs couldn't believe in 2019 that they said the game was going to be coming out in 2020 because they expected the game to come out in 2022. Part of that is because in year 2016 is when they really started developing the game that we currently know now. I guess between 2012 and 2016, they were busy working on The Witcher 3 stuff, and it was a third-person game then. They were kind of building it off of The Witcher 3, and they appointed a new studio head who came in and said, no, we have a different vision for this game. It's going to be a first-person game. And him and a bunch of other top developers butted heads, and those people ultimately left. And so this game was not in development for 8 years like we were led to believe. This game was in development for 4 years, or 3.25 years, right? If it started in 2016, came out. So the major issue here was developing the game and engine at the same time. Some of the developers said it's like driving a train and having a person in front of you putting the tracks down at the same time.
There's a quote here. One guy says, someone answered, "We'll just figure it out along the way." Yeah. How the company thought it would be able to pull off a technically more challenging project in the same time frame as The Witcher. And someone answered, "We'll figure it out along the way." Wow. That's scary.
Well, you work on projects and build things all the time, Matt. Does someone ever say that we'll just figure it out, or is it well-detailed plans? Do you ever have fly-by-the-seat-of-your-pants builds?
There's changes and stuff, but there's no fly-by-the-seat-of-our-pants builds. No, we got to take a minute and design this and see what's going to happen because there's consequences if it doesn't work. So, we got to think, some of this shit through.
So this is taken from the article here. It says the goal was to release Cyberpunk 2077 before new consoles from Microsoft and Sony, expected in the fall of 2020, were even announced. That way the company could launch the game on existing PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, then double dip by releasing versions down the road for the next generation. People who bought the old console versions would receive free upgrades when the new ones were available. Some engineers realized that Cyberpunk was too complex of a game to run well on 7-year-old consoles with its city full of bustling crowds and hulking buildings. They said management dismissed their concerns, however, citing their success in pulling off The Witcher 3. They went on to say, in March, as the pandemic began ravaging the globe and forcing people to stay inside, CD Projekt staff had to complete the game from their homes without access to the office's console development kits. Most developers would play builds of the game on their own computers. So it wasn't clear to everyone how Cyberpunk might run on the PS4 and Xbox One. External tests, however, showed clear performance issues. So I think this really comes down to, this is a management crisis over there. And do we have faith that they've learned their lesson, and that all of a sudden, with the snap of their fingers and a little over a month, they're now good managers, well organized, and can put this game back on track?
Well, I think the first step, what they're doing is they're finally admitting that we messed up. So that's the first step. And I don't know if the video game community is going to respect that or what, but that's just the first step. And like you said, Mike, people don't have that long of a memory. They'll forget about it once it gets to where it needs to be, and we'll be moving on to something different.
For sure. If it comes out and it's great, if it's mind-blowing good, that will be – people like the new hotness, right?
Right.
And so if that comes out and gets glowing reviews, yep, they fixed it, it looks unbelievable, it plays great, then all will be forgotten. If they keep stumbling out of the gate and introducing more bugs to the game, even more ridiculous shit going on, then it's kind of doomed from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no doubt about it that people on PC are having a better experience. The more and the more I play the game, the more I enjoy it. But boy, do I see some crazy shit. And I know I've said this before, but it feels like the longer you play the game, like a longer session, the crazier the game gets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's like a serious memory leak or something going on.
Yeah, so it feels like if I play the game like I just got a half hour, 45 minutes to kill, and I boot the game up from scratch, like not on a pause, I'm pretty good. But if I go to like a 3 or 4 hour session, the last hour and a half, I see some fucked up crap.
Yeah.
A couple times lately, I've had to save the game, close it completely down, reboot it up to get rid of stuff like on the screen that I can't get rid of. Some missions. The other day, you know how the fixers call you and they give you missions? I had that Dino guy locked on my screen. He wouldn't he was just sitting there, like no matter what I was doing, just like watching me. I'm like, what else are you doing, you fucking creep?
I get that constantly. Dude.
I get it constantly.
Constantly. Yeah. No,
You get the deep blacks constantly.
Look at this.
Yes.
Data usage alert. You have used 120% of your Xfinity Internet monthly data plan. Just now got it.
Well, that's all, folks. Time to wrap up.
That's all, folks. This is gonna be that's gonna be our new segment, Speed News. We're just gonna hire a
Mike's
speed
data
reader.
cap. We're gonna put a meter on here too. Now just watch Mike's data just as it goes.
Will they start slowing you down, Mike?
I don't. We'll soon find out if we start going.
Yeah.
This is a whoa. Yeah, our podcast is
sex constantly.
All right, let's move on. That's enough cyberpunk bashing. Just wanted to give more backstory. I'm eagerly anticipating the patches, and we'll go from there. More exciting news that was it Lucas Games now? Earlier this week,
Lucasfilms. Yeah, Lucasfilms.
Disney rebranded its game division to Lucasfilm Games for what it described as a new era. So they have they used to have an exclusivity with Electronic Arts, EA, for their Star Wars games, and that appears that is no longer the case, although I think they do have a partnership still with EA to 2023. By all accounts, EA will be putting out another Jedi Fallen Order, like a part 2 or whatever, but the news here is that the Division studio, Massive Entertainment, probably is no longer working on the Division series. That Division 2 was not, that well received. It was an okay game, but it looks like they're going to be focusing their attentions now on a Star Wars game, an open world Star Wars game. We don't have any details about, where it's set in the story or anything like that, or who it features. They're just that the Division developers, Massive, out of Sweden, are working on it, and they're going to be using Ubisoft's own Snowdrop engine, which is the engine that the Division runs on. A game that certainly has no jank, right, Matt? No jank in the Division.
No, not at all. No, none.
So no real timelines or anything like that of when this is coming out. Just sort of an announcement that's going to be what they're working on. So we'll see what comes of that.
Okay.
Any excitement, Matt? You're not a Star Wars guy. You're a Star Trek guy, but
yeah. But I haven't. As far as the games go, Battlefront 2 kind of turned me off of the Star Wars games. I did not enjoy Battlefront 2. I know we all bought that. We tried to play it a lot. It just wasn't as good as the first Battlefront that we played. But I did play, a couple of the Jedi Order games, role playing games, and those were pretty good. So I mean, I'll check it out for sure. I'll see if it's something like, hey, this might be a damn good game. I'll check it out, see what it's like.
All right.
Yeah.
Eric, any excitement with that? Ubisoft?
Yeah, I like the whole Fallen Order thing. So yeah, I'm excited about the new games to come. Yeah.
Okay. Where do you guys stand with Indiana Jones? Are you Indiana Jones movie aficionados, or can you?
Yes.
You are.
I am.
Eric,
I am.
yourself.
Yeah, I was a fan of the movies, coming up. So I'm interested to see how they do the whole thing with the whip and all that good stuff. Yeah, I want to see how that pans out.
So
I bet there's going to be like an Uncharted feel to it, going out getting treasure and shit.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So Bethesda is making an Indiana Jones game. The studio making this is Machine Games, of course, who have worked on the Wolfenstein franchise. So maybe Wolfenstein's being paused for a little bit. Who knows? But they teased a new Indiana Jones game earlier this week. The interesting thing here is that Bethesda boss Todd Howard is going to be the executive producer. How many games can this man be involved in? He's going to be involved with the new Skyrim, right? The new Elder Scrolls game, Starfield, and now he's going to be in the Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Not too many details here, a little bit more than the Star Wars story. The game will tell a wholly original, standalone tale set at the height of the career of the famed adventurer. And it will take place in Rome.
Yeah. I'll check this out.
What type of game?
I'm excited.
What type of game do you think that they will make in Indiana Jones? Do you think it's going to be like a linear story game, like something like The Last of Us type of game, or like an Uncharted? You don't think it's going to be a world, right? It's going to be a linear.
I'm leaning towards the Uncharted stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking Uncharted, maybe a little open world, but not as open world as like a Assassin's Creed or something like that. But
is Uncharted 2 on the nose? Like if they do like an Uncharted Tomb Raider type game, is that like playing it too safe? Do they need to do something different?
I don't think they need to do it. No, I don't think they need to do something different. I think if they do go that route, they're banking on the name to sell it for sure. But I think it's going to be more of a linear straight path game. Yeah, like the Tomb Raider, like an Uncharted type of game.
Well, Jay said here, like the Wolfenstein games. I mean, that's massive. Did the Wolfenstein games, so you think it'll be linear like that?
Mm-hmm.
Wonder when these games come out. And then the other question, of course, is will this be an exclusive game to Xbox? Bethesda certainly, is with Xbox now. Or do you envision Indiana Jones having such broad appeal that they would be silly to restrict it just to the Xbox ecosystem and say that this is, they must be paying a big bucks to get the license, right? So they need to recoup that, and they would put it on anything and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
If they're smart,
or at least
keep it
time
on Xbox.
Exclusives or something like that. Timed exclusives or whatever.
Yeah. You get the romantic part of the Indiana Jones free DLC on Xbox.
Yeah.
No boner inducing material on the PlayStation. That'll be only on the Xbox. Speaking of Xbox, they came out this week with the games that are coming exclusively to Xbox in 2021. I'm not sure all this list is 100% true. Some of these games I don't know are completely exclusive, but anyways, I'll let them have their moment. Eric, you probably don't have this in front of you, but Matt, did you look at this list and anything, pop out at you, like titles you've heard of or titles that you're excited for?
The only thing that comes out here mildly, something I've heard, is Halo Infinite. Okay.
Yeah.
But none of these other games, I mean, obviously Microsoft Flight Simulator, would be cool. But none of these other games, I don't know what they are. But I mean, there's a game here called The Gunk. That's what I give.
The Gunk I heard of, because that's that's the people that made the SteamWorld games, SteamWorld Dig and things like that. So I've heard of the Gunk before, but some of these other games, I will agree with you. Certainly the Medium that's coming out at the end of this month, I'm well aware of that. Psychonauts 2, of course. I didn't play the first Psychonauts, but I'm certainly familiar with the franchise. Double Fine game. But yeah, some of these other ones like RPG Time, never heard of. Little Witch in the Woods.
Yeah.
But hey, that doesn't just because I don't know about it doesn't mean they're not good games. So it's exciting to see. Exciting to see a list here of games, and then see what comes to them. I would be shocked if all these games came out in 2021. We've already seen a couple of delays already this year. I think this week they announced that Hogwarts game delayed. So it would not surprise me if some of these other games didn't get delayed. But if you look at this list, it's a pretty long list, and I'm not going to read it all to you, but a lot of these games are not household names. Remains to be seen if they come out, they catch fire, and then they become household names. I mean, there has to be a day one, a start for all these games, and maybe,
yeah. It's on here, the lake, or well, it's just called Lake, not the lake, but Lake, seems like an interesting game. It's got a Wake type of feel to it.
Is Lake the game? Is that the one that's what was that game that Jeremy loved with you went to the house, Gone Home?
Gone Home.
Is Lake made by the same people? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I can't remember if that's the right one or not.
I don't know. It doesn't say here who makes it, but it's it's about this chick who goes back to her old town and takes a job as a mail lady, and shit happens.
I think that's the same. I think it's the same people that made Gone Home.
Okay.
If my memory serves me.
I mean, I'll get Flight Simulator when it comes out on Game Pass for Xbox. I'll be checking that out. I got it on PC. My PC barely, I'll run it, but I'll get on Xbox. Man, it should be fun. On a controller, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. You're not gonna get a flight stick?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, I want
a HOTAS. Yeah, you need to do that, man.
You need to get one of those and stream that, and then I'm gonna sit there, just begging the gods that your old man walks in.
He needs to put his helmet on, Mike.
Yeah,
his helmet.
I want him to be in like the throes of like cosplay,
Yeah.
Get one of them flight helmets to put on. Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
Oh shit is right.
Well, good for Xbox here. This will be in the show notes. There's some 20 plus games on this list. We'll see if they come out. Of course, all excited for Halo Infinite and see what they do with that or don't do with that. Another Cyberpunk in the making, or can they right the ship before a release date? Can that game suffer another delay? I think it can. I think all games can suffer another delay until they get it right. I think the worst thing to do is put it out broken, like we've seen with Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
you got that right.
And the last bit of news story here is about Rainbow Six Siege and Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Okay, so at the end of this month, there's going to be a free weekend, January 21st to the 24th, for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. But they have a mission here that's going to be called Operation Amber Sky. So it's going to combine Siege and Breakpoint coming together for a free end-of-the-month crossover event. The new event includes 9 new campaign missions in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. A poisonous gas called Amber Ruin threatens the peace, so players will be tasked with finding an antidote. The gameplay loop of Operation Amber Sky revolves around entering gaseous areas, which would be Matt's basement. Masks will be provided, of course, and complete a variety of mission objectives while trying to survive. So you'll be able to play as some of the Rainbow Six Siege operators. Ash, Finka, and Thatcher will be joining the game alongside the Ghost Recon team. You can swap out teammates for the Siege characters, and their loadouts and ability kits will make appearance during the battles. Over 120 new cosmetics will be available. Additionally, like I said, Breakpoint will be free January 21st through the 24th. So we'll have to put that down on our calendars, Matt, to try that out at the end of the month.
I think so.
Maybe depending on where that falls, maybe a game night or something with the community.
Yeah. Yeah, Scuba put in a Breakpoint was pretty fun. That game didn't get the love and hype like Wildlands did. Ghost Recon. Wildlands, right?
But they supported it just as well as they did Wildlands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Wildlands, God, they've supported that game forever. Yeah. Throwing shit out there. And then, you say, Breakpoint, they've supported that very well too. So good on them for that, sticking with it.
So if people want to play end of the month, January 21st to the 24th, that's just a few days away, right? End of next week? Something like that? Next week, right? It's already the 17th, huh? Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
What happened?
No, I'm just saying, oh, shit. It's already fucking February is almost here.
Yeah. Well, let's get into what we've been playing, Matt. I know you were on, you were private this week. 5 days. You look like I was like, is Matt not doing any gaming this week? Must have been a hard work week. Nope, you were just set to offline.
I was set to offline mode. Yeah, I apologize for anyone about that, but I played a lot of games this week. I did not as much Destiny this week. Kind of ramping that down, getting ready for the next season. Comes out in a couple weeks here. Played some Cyberpunk. I got a love-hate relationship with that game. It's when it's good, and it's fun to play. But man, when that shit starts happening, man, it's like fuck this fucking game. It pisses me off when, like I said, shit's stuck on the screen when I'm trying to do stuff, or just the silliness that happens.
Let's cut right to it, Matt. Eric, have you gone to Jig Street yet?
No, I stopped playing it for a while because I'm doing something else. I'll tell you about that in a minute.
Okay. Matt, you've gone to Jig Street. We've been telling you to go there. We've been giving you directions. You finally went to Jig Street. Did you? Were the blacks deep?
Extremely deep, dude. Extremely deep. Yeah.
What
raw
happened?
And deep.
What happened?
I tell you what, man. There is some shit on Jig Street, man. I know why you go there all the time. There's you can get whatever you want on Jig Street. There's all. I mean, you got the sex shops. You've got the women of the night. You've got all. Yeah. It's a neat place.
So you spent $100.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and she showed me a good time.
Now, did you ask her to just do it in the alley, and then what did she say to you? Did you go down?
I did. Yeah, it's just in the alley, and they kind of.
What kind of girl you think I am?
Yeah. There's offended by that. You're the one selling your ass on the street, shit. Come on.
Matt's like, I didn't spend 3 hours on the dong slider to go in some private building and have sex. I want to flaunt this thing out here like a goddamn Mercedes.
Exactly. Exactly.
If I'm spending $100 on this, I want to just do the helicopter in front of everybody and be, let's go.
I'm going to show this son of a bitch off. Everyone's going to know. Everyone's going to know. Everyone's going to know how deep I can go.
Oh my goodness.
But she wasn't. She was a classy lady. She wanted to take you back to her digs.
Exactly. Yeah. I was a little worried. I mean, get beaten up or something back there. But no, I went back there and things happened.
You gave her the gunk.
Magic happened. Yeah, I gave her the gunk. That's right. But then there's like today I'm out in the middle of the goddamn desert. Okay, in the game.
That's the first problem.
Well, I'm out in the middle of the goddamn desert. And I'm doing shit in that, and not a single soul around. I shot somebody, and fucking army men and cops just spawn right there. It's like, come on.
The Militech. Militech don't fuck around.
They just spawned like fucking ghosts right there. There they were. It's like, this is bullshit, man.
They're building the game for you, all right?
Whatever, man. That was dumb. That was dumb. But the game's cool. I'm getting further along in my storyline, clearing out the map, getting all the like side shit stuff and all that done.
Have you met up with my girl Pan Am yet?
Yeah. I gotta wait. My next thing is I gotta meet her. I gotta wait till like midnight. Meet her at midnight. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm going. Don't worry, Mike. I'm not going to get in too much on your territory there. No, okay. No. I'll let say, hey, my buddy Mike says that you're all his, so I can't be involved with you.
That's right.
Yeah, just going through develop my character and all that. It's that stuff's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. I'm like level 24 now, maybe. I don't know. Street cred's up to like 45.
Oh wow, putting some hours in, huh?
Yeah, I've been putting some work in as far as clearing out, a lot of the map and shit like that, and beating people up and stuff. I got the gorilla arms. I don't know if you got the gorilla arms in your character. Man, I love them things. Like, bam, bam, and it fucking electrifies them and shit, and just knocks them the fuck out. Oh, I love them things.
I went to a Ripper Dock today, and I had the choice between the gorilla arms or the mantis blades.
I chose. Yeah, you want mantis?
I went with mantis, but I'm so flush with cash. I could go back and buy the gorilla arms too and swap them out.
I tell you, the gorilla arms, man, because they're like electrified too. So when you hit them, they like stuns them, electrifies them. Oh man, you just fucking 2 hits and they're fucking knocked the fuck out. It's awesome. I really like it.
I just started doing today was upgrading weapons, upgrading stuff. I haven't done that at all before.
Yeah, I've got a machete that I've had for a while. It's a purple machete, and I keep upgrading it to make it better and better. And man, I love that thing. My gorilla arms and a machete, man, I just fucking whack, whack, whack. I
don't like killing people.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think supposedly if you just use your quick hack, they're not dead, right? It's non-lethal. They're just like overcooked or something. Like if you blow someone's head off, like that's like it. They can't come back. They're not
right.
They're not putting you back together. But I think if you just nuke them, like with shock and the synapse and the contagion, I think they just like like overheat or something and fry, and then they can just be like Ripper Dock and put them back together.
So I wonder what I'm doing wrong then, because when I do that, when I like hack into people, I do that that overheat or the synopsis, whatever that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't like knock them out. It's just like a temporary thing. They come back and then they start attacking me.
Right. Well, you got to get them all the way down. Yeah, you got to. They got the little progress bar on them, right? And then so you got you got to hit them with a couple different things.
So you got to do it again. And again.
Yeah, but I don't think they're dead though. Like I think, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Chase, if he was here, he would let us know. But I think I have completed missions non-lethal by just doing all the quick hacks. And I think if you actually take out your guns and stop busting heads, unless you converted your guns into non-lethal guns.
No, I did not. I didn't know there was a. To be honest with you, I didn't know there was a thing. Is there a thing in the game like an advantage to keeping people?
Well, you get
alive?
more money. Like, so some of the gigs that the fixers can give you, you got to read the messages they send you, and it says, oh, by the way, the client would prefer that you keep this quiet and non-lethal. So if you go through and just use the quick hacks and stuff, when you get done, it says, oh, by the way, go to the drop point and collect your bonus.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I get that. So maybe I'm not getting as much money as I could then. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I go and sneak up on people, I go and it's barely, I'm barely okay. I go and I sneak up on people, and it's accident. Crack their neck. Dead.
Yeah, you see when you grab them, it says, do you want to kill them or non-lethal? You go kill all the time.
Well, shit, now I know why I've got, like, mods in my thing for some of my guns. It says, make sure bullets non-lethal. It's like, what the fuck do I want non-lethal bullets for?
No.
That makes a little more sense now. Yeah. Okay, well, hey, you know, when the next gen update comes out, I'll replay and I'll play the game correctly then, I guess.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah. Madden 21. Been playing a lot of that, man.
I heard the Bengals are a force to be reckoned with. Bengals
are number one defense in the league, buddy. Number one defense in the league. Got the first round bye for the playoffs coming up here. We're 13-2. I love it. It's awesome, man. They will go to the Super Bowl this year, buddy. Tell you that right now.
They got to go somewhere, someone's world.
And it might as well be my world. And then last night, you and I was playing Torchlight 3.
Yes,
on Xbox Game Pass.
How'd y'all like that?
It's fun. Yeah. I thought it was great. The problem was, Eric, was getting into a match with each other. The multiplayer part was a little...
It's a very interesting thing they do with that game. And I don't think Diablo is like this, Eric. Correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, as well. Your character cannot bounce between single player and multiplayer in this game. So if you're playing a single player and then all of a sudden Matt comes online and you've never played multiplayer before, you start all the way over from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like you got to create your character and go through all that bullshit stuff in the beginning. So that's
cheap.
So that's what we did. Like the first half hour, we were like, all right, let's just play single player, create our character, get used to the game, and then we'll party up. And then we tried to party up, and it's like, shit, we got to just do everything over again that we just did the last 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of sucked. And then just, like, joining on each other's game was a task in itself.
Yeah, because
we didn't know that.
They don't hold your hand.
No. So that's a task in itself, just like to join up with Mike or Mike to join up with me. There's this little button. You press that, and then you got to go say, okay, what was it?
Warp.
It didn't say fast travel. Warp. Yeah, warp to Captain Mike M or warp to Devious Mr. Matt. So you had to do that. So that's what. So yeah, we were like had this mission where we had to go underground somewhere, and Matt's like, "Well, I'm here with the spiders," and I'm like, "I'm here too." And I go, "It says your name over here on the left hand side, so I know we're in the same party, but you don't see me, and I don't see you." And then I don't know, like towards the end of our play session, I was like, "Matt, look at that thing in the lower right hand corner, that little like blue like warpy whirlpool type thing." I go, "If you press that and to the right, and it says what happens." He says, "Oh, warp to Mike." I was like, "Yeah, that's how we're actually." So you get in the party together, but then you got to actually warp together if you don't start off at the same area. Yeah. But so now the thing is, you might as well. We've played so much of multiplayer. There's no reason for me to play single player. I don't think. Just keep doing my multiplayer character because we've already played an hour or so with him and got them built up and everything. So it's like, why would I go play single player for? That's what I'm kind of confused with.
Yeah, I got to read up on more and why they do it that way, or if we're just interpreting it wrong, if we're doing something wrong.
Right. Yeah.
Which is entirely possible because Matt played a good portion of the game. He lost his pet within a few minutes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what the fuck? My doggy was gone. My doggy.
Did you send him back to the city to sell?
We had no idea.
I had no idea.
Matt just said the game keeps telling him that his pet's running away and is hurt.
Yeah. Whenever I was in town, the game was like, your pet is injured. Your pet is being chased. Your pet needs help. I was like, where the fuck is he then? Tell me where he is. I went looking all over for him and stuff like that. Couldn't find him. So like, God damn it. But it's a fun game. It's great. I tell you what, it's great on console because it's definitely a controller game. I know, playing the other Torchlight games with mouse and keyboard was difficult and hard. This is controller support was always needed for this game. I love that it's on console. That is awesome right there.
Yeah, now that I have more powers, I'm trying to. I'll get back to you on that and let you know how it is to hold down like the LT or RT and then do a combo at the same time.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of memory finger functions you're going to have to try and do to get some of that.
Silliness. Anything else, Matt?
Nah, that's it for me, bud.
All right. Eric, what have you been up to? You have been on in a few weeks. I know you've been doing other more important shit, but have you been playing any games besides breaking televisions?
That's right. I've been getting a little game, and then of course I played my my staple, Overwatch. That thing's fantastic.
How's that look at 102? Have they enabled that for 120 or no?
Yeah, it looks great. Everything looks great, Mike. Everything looks fantastic on that. And you can definitely see a difference. You can see a difference. I think so. But I've been playing, a little bit of Overwatch. I played some Madden also and some 2K21. But the game I've been playing mostly, I've been playing a lot. I got about, I don't know how many hours in. I've been playing it a lot through this whole, because I stopped playing Cyberpunk. But Assassin's Creed Valhalla, man.
Oh, yeah?
I've been playing that a lot, and it's really cool.
Why is it really cool?
It's not like the other Assassin's Creeds to me.
Okay.
It's more of a Nordic Viking type family struggle. It doesn't feel like Assassin's Creed though to me. The past ones, I don't know what's going on, but the story is a little bit different. And you know how in Assassin's Creed you had Animus and all that stuff. Well, you have that in this, but it's not as prominent. So.
Okay. I want to check this one out. I haven't played through a full Assassin's Creed game ever. I've just dabbled in them, and I want to commit to one, and this might be the one.
Yeah, this will be the one you want to jump in because, the other Assassin's Creed, they have that whole Assassin's Creed lore in it. This one is kind of a little disjointed, but it's good in that way.
Mm-hmm. Now, would you compare this more to The Witcher?
Yeah, it's more like The Witcher and maybe a Skyrim a little bit, but not so much. It's more of about this story of this family and kingdoms and establishing your own. It's so far that's where I'm at right now.
Now, what system are you playing it on?
I'm playing that one on the PS5.
Now, if you're at work and you buy the Stadia version, you can you can keep your saves going across them.
Yeah, I was going to mention a game like that also I'm playing, which is that Phoenix Rising.
Yep.
You can save it basically to the cloud.
Yes.
And you can play it on anything. Any system. I can play it on my tablet. I can play it on.
I mean, you just got to buy the version again on the system that you're on. They're not giving you the other versions for free, but your saves will carry across.
Your save will carry across because I have it on the. Also I've been playing I'm playing the Luna mic because I got the controller and everything.
Oh yeah.
And it works well, man. I know you got rid of yours out of anger.
Well, I didn't even get it. I just canceled it. It never even came. It never even crossed my threshold here. I said, no, you go away.
The controller's really nice, man. It's really nice. It's solid, and it works well. I play that on.
I'll tell you what. My wife did some sort of rebate for her contact lenses. Okay. And we got our taxes redone, and I was like, for the last couple of years, we got them redone by the CPA. So we got a bunch of money back. I was like, give me some of that money. I want to spend something. And she's like, no. She's like, but I'll give you this $100, the rebate. So now like $100 is loaded into my Amazon. So maybe that's what I'll do with the $100 is I'll get Luna. Check it out.
Yeah. I think it might be a little bit more solid than Stadia, the way I see it.
People are raving
So
about
far.
Stadia lately on Reddit and everywhere. Especially with Cyberpunk, they say it plays so well.
Well, I haven't even gotten into that yet. The Cyberpunk on Stadia, I know it's there. I just haven't done it, at work and everything because I've been busy. But yeah, these cloud-based gaming systems are pretty dope.
Don't you think that should they would get more sales? Don't you think by doing that? I think Maniac has always said that in the past that he would consider buying the game again if his save would carry over. Right? Like he might prefer. Just pick any game. Let's just say Destiny, right? He might. Well, Destiny already carries over. I'm just thinking another game that we all play, but on different systems. So let's just whatever game he prefers to play it on Xbox, but maybe Matt and I and you play it on PS5 more. Well, if his save would carry over for game nights, he might buy the game on PS5 and then continue to play it on Xbox when he's just playing solo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And like when you play the Phoenix Rising game or whatever it's called, it says when you push the start button, it says save to online.
No.
And you can save it locally, you can save to online. So that's pretty neat. I hope, and that's an Ubisoft game. I hope they continue to do that. Where you can reach up into the cloud and get your game saved and all that. That's pretty dope.
Yeah. So you just got to have a Ubisoft account. Is that all it is?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
and it's seamless too, man. You can play across everything, so it's really good. So those are only games I've been playing lately.
I think the Phoenix Rising's on my list as well. I hear nothing but good things about it.
Very Zelda-ish, if that's a word, and you can tell that they just basically took Zelda and kind of did it over, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice game.
Yeah, the only thing I really been playing is just Cyberpunk and the Torchlight 3. I would love to see Torchlight 3 get a next gen upgrade. I think it already looks really good, but I think if they could do some optimization, and I'm sure they will. I'm sure they're getting a lot more players now because it's free on Game Pass. So anybody that's on the fence with Torchlight 3 and you have Game Pass, it was free this week, so pick it up. But I think the game, to me, man, looks better. And Eric, you play it as well. I think when you go into those dungeons, when you go underground, I think some of the lighting there really pops, like the shadow effects with the lighting. It looks really gorgeous. I think above ground it looks good too. But I just think, I'd like to see that game with the next gen upgrade.
Yeah, that'd be sharp. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm ready for a Diablo though. I'm ready. I can take a new Diablo.
Well, that's coming, and people are saying this other Diablo game that's coming out is supposed to be really good too. What, Diablo Immortals?
Yeah,
that like the mobile.
Right, but it's getting, I guess, rave reviews that it's not just like any sort of run-of-the-mill mobile game, that it's really supposed to be well done. So, and if that can be played on tablets, not just on my phone, right, I might check that out, right?
Yeah, I'd be interested in that also.
But I know the guys that are touting it are Blizzard employees, but Mikey Barr and Rod Ferguson are Xbox people for all theoretic purposes, right? They just started at Blizzard within the last year or so, and they're saying it's not a run-of-the-mill mobile experience, that it's supposed to be a fully functioning Diablo game, and people are really going to be surprised what they get their hands on.
Yeah.
Something to keep
in
mind.
Yes. Also, one other thing I got.
Yes, sir.
I got my COVID shot. Just to let y'all know.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
What was the process and the after effect like?
The process was pretty seamless. All the cops, we had to get our COVID shot. Everybody lined up, and they took us down, and I didn't feel it at all. Right.
Yep.
Because it's the Pfizer one we get, right? And I didn't feel it at all. Let me tell you something. The next day, bro. That arm was sore, bro.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing this girl that I follow.
It felt like somebody punched me in the arm, bro.
That's what the streamer I follow. She works at somewhere in Ohio at a hospital, and during the day or whatever. And she said she got hers, and she said the same thing. She said, "Boy, her arm was hurting the next day."
Yeah, man, that thing is something. So in my house, it's 3 people that live in my house. Me, Jonna, and a daughter. Right. We all have been first round the COVID shot. So
How did they get there? So you pulled some strings, or?
no, both of them work at the hospital. John works at the hospital, and Jordan's daughter works at the hospital too.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And Barb hasn't had one yet, Matt, has she?
No, I think next couple weeks, her work is supposed to be getting them.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up here pretty soon.
No lingering effects beyond the soreness in the arm. No third head.
Not so far. Just and that arm pain went on for 3 days, man.
All three of you?
Yeah.
Well, all three of you passing the ice pack back and forth to each other?
No, I didn't. Well, I don't think it's to the point where we had to have an ice pack, but you knew it was there, though, man.
No, damn. And I'm not up to date on my vaccines here. You have to go back in like 4 weeks for another round, or no?
Yeah, it's a three week. You have to go back in 3 weeks, and they give you the second dose.
And where, same arm, or in your ass, or where?
I don't know, I guess. And they say right now, after so many days, your body gets to be 50% immune or something. Yeah. And then when you take the next round, you get to 95%. So you still have to, be cautious and wear your mask and all that good stuff.
Sure. What happens if you don't go like exactly, let's say 3 weeks, for whatever reason, they don't have the supply, you can't make it, shit hits the fan or whatever. Let's say 3 weeks becomes 6 weeks. Does that first dosage become irrelevant and then you got to start the whole cycle over again, or no?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just not. You're not going to be.
So 95 might go to like 85 or 75.
Yeah, exactly. Because your body has to build the antibodies or whatever it does. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I know I get mine. I have no choice.
Can you choose to have it in your ass instead of your arm? Does it have to be in your arm?
Well, I don't know. I didn't ask that question when we was in the doctors. I'll ask that the next time. I said,
I got this guy. He prefers to have his ass shot than his arm.
Yeah.
He likes it in the ass. So
any chance he gets to drop the drawers.
Yeah. Deep blacks.
The deep blacks.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, that's me, man. That's all I've done, man.
All right, Matt. Are you anxious or looking forward to getting this, or are you holding off until more testing, more results are out there?
I mean, yeah, I'm not anxious to get it. I'll wait until it's my turn, to get it whenever that happens. Since I don't really go anywhere or do anything, I'm at home, so yeah, it's not a big deal for me.
Being the team mascot of the Reds, they don't have you front and center too. They don't have you out there. Spring training.
They haven't contacted me yet about that. They haven't contacted me about that yet. If I need to get that done.
Spring training right around the corner. Hell of a thing.
It's coming up. It's coming up, buddy.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Little baseball. Is that going to be your sweet bliss? Going to a Reds game, having a hot dog.
Yes, sir.
Make a day of it. Get vaccinated. Have a hot dog and watch a Reds game.
Yep. Give me a nice cold beer, some peanuts, a hot dog right there. Give me a big red smoky, man. Sitting there, my bag of peanuts.
And then some family behind you with a crying baby, and you're like, "Oh, I missed the COVID days where I was at home and didn't have to go anywhere."
No shit. Exactly. Yeah. Then fucking I always get stuck with some asshole in the fucking stands who knows like everything about the goddamn game and the fucking team and shit, and won't shut the fuck up. I always get stuck to some bitch like that.
Oh, the worst is when you get stuck next to the person that wants. I don't know what they do in Cincinnati, but in Boston here, we have the embarrassing people that want to do the wave. So I get stuck next to the person that's like, "Oh, come on, everybody, 1, 2, 3."
Yeah, it was real bad back in the day when we had Riverfront Stadium because that was round.
Right.
Now that we don't have a round stadium, it's kind of like broken. It's harder to do the wave, but they still try to get the fucking wave going. It's like, Jesus Christ.
People. Well, I mean, it's good now at Fenway because there's the seats over the monster.
Mm-hmm.
But what they always used to do at Fenway Park, and I'm sure they do it at other places too, when the expensive seats wouldn't do it, they'd always yell, "Box seats suck! Box seats suck!"
we do the same thing. Yeah, at Riverfront Stadium, we yell down. They had there's the blue seats. You had blue seats. green, yellow, and then the red seats. Yeah. Okay, and it's all the same thing. The blue seats will never do it. I was like, come on, blue seats! Come on, blue seats! Stand up, goddamn it! And people would yell and get all pissed off at them and boo them.
Yeah.
Ah, jeez.
Them's were the days. Has anybody watched WandaVision? I have not watched it myself yet.
Yes, Barb and I watched it.
Okay.
How is it? It's a clever show. It's a clever show. It's different. It's a different type of show. You know, it's like watching like Leave It to Beaver or Andy Griffith because it's got like a laugh track and shit, and it's kind of weird. It's different. You guys got to check it out.
The first two was black and white, right? And then they got color at the end.
First 2 episodes are only out right now, right?
Correct. Yeah, I think the third one just got released. But
that's on Netflix?
No, Disney Plus.
Oh,
that's Disney. That's Disney Plus. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Right.
Yeah, do it, Eric. Check it out.
Well, we're right near at the end of the show here, fellas. We've been going for about an hour and 40 minutes. Matt, how are you vocally? Are you in the mood for a terrible topic?
Let's skip it this week.
All right. There you heard it. No terrible topic.
Blame it on me.
So now we know, before we sign off here, we know the football pairings for next week. It's the Packers versus the Bucks and the Bills versus the Chiefs. I'm still going with my Bills against the Packers. Bills win the Super Bowl.
Solid. That sounds solid right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
Yep, I'm with that too.
Yeah. Yep.
You especially got to go with the Bills if they don't have any Mahomes, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I think the Super Bowl though is really Brady versus. I think the Super Bowl is next week. The Bucks versus the Packers. That's really the marquee matchup.
That's something a long time coming.
Yeah, like I said, I'd have to check the stats or whatever, but I think they probably only played 3 times maybe in their careers, 4 maybe max regular season games. So, and certainly they've never met in the playoffs because of the 2 differences in the divisions. So.
That game is next Sunday at 3:00. Is that game?
All right. So next time we come on, we can discuss it. Until then, Matt. Shout outs, plugs, complaints?
Shout out everyone in the chat tonight. Thank you very much for showing up. It was a nice turnout in the chat. It's awesome. Thank you guys, every one of you, for coming in. Really appreciate the interaction and seeing you guys here. And everyone that listens to the show also on a weekly basis. You guys are great too.
Well, Eric, it's good to hear your voice. Good to someday we look forward to seeing you again on the show. But it is good to hear you and good to hear that you're safe, and I hope that you're safe the rest of the week. Any shout-outs here?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for checking on me and asking, hey, where's Glovebox? Where's Eric? What's he doing? Is he all right? Man, I appreciate that. I'm staying safe, man. You know, people are crazy, but just want y'all to know I wasn't at the Capitol, but if I was, things would have been a lot different. Y'all would have heard this one cop went crazy. He was shooting everybody. So,
Eric would have. Eric would have laid that guy in the buckskin pants and the fucking furry hat out.
In my Glock, we got 39 rounds, right? They'd have been like, well, this cop shot 39 folks and killed them. So I'm just saying, I'm not a violent person, but I'm not violent.
I might have to edit this show.
Well, don't edit it. Don't edit anything. I'm just telling you, as a cop, man, I'm gonna look out for my safety and the safety of everybody else. I don't play them games, so I don't know.
I heard some cops were feeling the same way that you were, but they were just feeling like they were being like baited, like they wanted the cops to shoot first, so then they could get the okay to shoot back.
Well, I'd have been empty, Mike. That's all I know. So.
What's the Capitol Police officer? Eugene Coleman, is that his name? I believe.
Yeah, he's a good one. He's way better than me. That's what I know. And because he guided those guys the other way. Whatever. I would watch the bodies at the floor, bro. That's all I know. Wouldn't have been me. A mob of people chasing. Nope. Not gonna happen.
working-
So thank y'all. Thank y'all for keeping me in your prayers and all that, and I appreciate it for real.
All right. Well, good to hear your voice here, and like the other guy said, thanks for everybody coming in chat and interacting with us. It makes the show more fun for sure. Thanks for all the biddies tonight, the protest biddies. If you're still there, thanks for providing me the updates. I was on delay here with the phablet, but Tom, terrific, back in a championship game. Who would have thought?
Good golly, man.
Some guys have all the luck, huh?
That's it.
I suppose.
So next year for the Browns, next week for the Bucks. Until next week, this has been 148. We're coming up at 149, gentlemen. 149 next week. But thanks to Los for the voicemail and everybody else that listens and hangs out. Appreciate it. Everybody stay safe this week. It's going to be a crazy week. Stick to your video games.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you later.
Then I won't get off in the morning.
Oh, you won't get off in the morning. Good night, everybody.
Night all.